Let's create this fully responsive portfolio website having a great UI, and you can see that every section is attractive. And here are our projects, and it will be mobile responsive. So this is an editor tool for those who just want to create their portfolio website with just simple setup. So let's get started building this amazing and fully responsive app. So first of all, we have to create a folder on our desktop, which name will be portfolio React.js and Vite app, and it will be also using 2. So this is the folder which we have created. Now it's time to open our VS Code, which is the code editor for this tutorial, and we also have to put some dash between our names so it will be more understandable for us. And after that, we have to drag and drop the folder inside our code editor. And after that, we have to open the terminal by pressing Control and backtick, I think. So you can also open it manually. After that, we have to write npx create vite latest dot slash. It will give some option, and just select this option to create your React app using Vite app. And after that, you have to do npm install. It will install all the dependencies, and after that you have to write npm run dev, and it will start your project. And we get our URL, and you can open the URL in the browser. So here is the thing, all of the stuff we need, and our project is now running. And after that, the asset folder, which is already in the GitHub repository, you don't have to drag and drop. However, in my case, I have to drag and drop this folder. So we had a asset folder, and you can see that our application is running on the browser. So this is the layout, so we don't need this all of the code. So I'm removing much of these because we don't need all of these code, and just writing hello world inside an h1 tag. And after that, what I'm doing, I'm going to index.css, and after that I have removed all of this stuff, and you can see that this is our project overview. And we also have to change the title of our website, which will be the portfolio website, and it will be my portfolio website. And feel free to change the fav icon. So in my case, the fav icon will be coming from the public and asset, and you can see that we are using the fav icon which I want, which is the favicon.co. Let's see why it is not working properly. So I think we don't need to change that. So go to the tailwind.css .com website, from where we will be installing all the code which is necessary to use Tailwind CSS inside our project. So I'm using the CDN version, so you can also do that by copying the script tag and just pasting in your project or in your HTML. And after that, you can also copy the code of h1 tag, which will be containing some class name. So just paste it here, and you can see that everything is working properly, and we have successfully implemented the Tailwind CSS inside our project. So first of all, we need a man tag, which will be having a class name of bg black, and the text will be white. So our background will be black, and our all the text which we are going to use on our website will be white. And we need 2 comments between these comments, which is the navbar command. And after that, we need a nav element, and it will be having a class name of border and flex. And after that, we need a text inside this. For that, we are using a class name of text 3xl. And you can see that the screen is not covering all the screen. So for that, I'm doing some other stuff, like what I have to do. I think we don't need to give the class name here, we should give the class name to our body, so it will work properly, I think. So if you go to our website, nothing is happening just because we don't have imported, but we have imported the stuff. So let's see, is it work? It's still not working, and why it is not working, I don't know. So let's forget that and try to work on this which we already have, and let's cover the whole screen by giving a screen size of h 100 vh. So our heading text will be Muhammad Ali, and below this text we will be having a UL element, and inside the UL we will be having some links like home, projects, and about. So these are of the stuff are links, and our heading should be font bold, and the UL will be containing a class name of flags, and justify will be between, and items will be centralized. So just copy this if we need here in our top section, and you can see that we have just style our component as much as we can by giving some padding on top in all the side of 5, and in x-axis it will be px 110, and border will be bottom, and you can see that we have completed our navbar section. So let's move towards the header section, and we have commented out the header to make our code readable, and we are getting a header tag, and it will be having a class name of p32, and it will be grid, and grid we will have two grid, and first grid will contain an image, and the second one will be a div, and the div will contain some text. So every stuff which we are going to use on our website, all the text will be available in these all text.tsx file. So just copy it and paste it here, and you can see that our stuff are looking good, and we have to make it font bold. So the other text will be having different style, and I hope what will be the second text. We don't need too many tags, we just need one another text which will be containing this paragraph, and just copy it from here and just customize as your requirement, and the text will be gray 600. So it will be too much dark, and I think gray 300 is looking good, and the text will be Excel, and I think we don't need the font size because we already have declared it. And below this paragraph we need a button which will be having a background color of BG green 700, and the padding will be 3, and the padding on x-axis will be 6, and border will be rounded LG, and the text will be the projects, and the container which contain this text and button will be having a class name of flags, flags call, and just items start, and gaps will be 5, and justify will be centralized, and justify will be centralized, and now it's time to have the image location. So just copy relative path and dispatch it here and make the stuff workable, and you can see that this image is too much bigger, and this is not the actual image which I have required. I think we will be needing a headshot. This is the image which we need, and I think we don't need the padding of 32, and we have to give class name to our this image, and it will be having a padding of 32, and the text will also contain the padding of 32 from all the side, and it will be having a px on x-axis. The padding on left side padding will be 10, I think, and it's looking good, and we just have created our project, and we have completed our header section and giving some transition to our button, and on hover it will be changing its color. So we have completed our header section, and we have to move towards the next section. Before that, we have to have down arrow. So for that, I am getting a div, and it will be having a class name of flags, and justify will be center, and items will be center. And we need what we need an icon. So go to the hero icon website, from where you can get any icon you want. And in my case, this icon is looking good, and I am just copy the JSX file and paste it here. And as you can see that it is just not looking so good. So what we have to do, we have to remove the h100 vh, and after that we have to give some height to our svg, as the svg is containing the Tailwind CSS classes, so we can give it more classes to make it interactive live bouncing. And after that, we need to have another section which will be our project section. And for that, I'm commenting a text which is about me section, and just copy pasting this command, and between these commands we will be writing all the codes for this section. And this will be a section tag, and it will be having a padding of 32, and the text will be 5 pixel, and the text will be about me text, and we have to give it text center, and font will be bold. And now we can see that the font size is very big, and we have decreased it to text 4 pixel. So now what we need a grid, and the grid will be having 2 columns, and the first column will be having one class name of 1 and class name of 2, just to justify their difference. And after that, the first container will be containing some text, which is this text, which is the get to know me text. And after that, we have to have a text here in the second section, which will be telling about my skills. So we have to give some padding on y-axis around 10, and it's looking good. And now we have to have further setup for our project, like the text below this text get to know me text. We need all of this paragraph, and just copy it and paste it here. But we also need some gap between these paragraphs, so I will be putting some before. What I have to do, I think we have to remove all the text because we don't need. Let's fix it out by giving some closing the tag and just copying the tag. And you can see that for every paragraph I am giving different div, just because of to make it more separated from each other. So if we don't do that, it will be in same line, and it will not look so good. So give it a flex, and flex will be column, and gap will be 3. And now I think it's looking better. And now we have completed our first section. Now we can move on towards the next section, which is my skill section. And the sales section will contain another container which will be having a class name of flex, and inside that we have a button, and the button will be having a class name of bggrace 200, and the padding will be 3, and border will be rounded MD, and text will be white, and the button will be containing this text. However, background is white, and we have to fix it out. And the text will be gray 700, and the gap between these elements will be 5. So I think the gap is not working, so give it a flex of rough and gap of 3, and I think padding on y-axis around 3, and just copy paste this button code again and again to have multiple button as our requirement. So we will be having the all the skills, and things are looking good. And I think the space on x-axis will be 5 will be better, and space on y-axis gap will be 5. It's looks good. Around 3, around 3, and yeah, it's looking good. I think 3 will be better, and yeah, 4 is fast. And now change the text accordingly. By in my case it will be first skill is HTML, then CSS, then JavaScript, then React.js, then Next.js, then Git, and then GitHub. So in your case WordPress, I think, so in your case it's these skills can be changed. So feel free to change any section you want, but it will be the ideal tutorial for those who just want to create their first portfolio website. So also change the background color of our buttons to make it looks good, and it should be green. And on hover the green will be changed to darker green. So you can see that everything is working perfectly. And we have done the skill section, and below the skill we need an image. So this is the hero image.png, and just copy and paste it here, the location. And the image is too much bigger, so let's customize the image size by giving it a class name, and the class name will be p10 p20. Still it is looks big, but in my case it's looking good, and feel free to change its size also. So we have completed our about me section, and let's go towards our next section, which is the project section, and it will contain all the projects. And just comment out this div also, because to make it more readable. So this will be wrapping up inside a section, and the section will be having a padding of p x-axis of 32, and p bottom will be 32. And yeah, we will need a grid, and the grid will be calls to, and the first thing in our grid will be containing some one image, and the other thing is the div, and the div will be containing some tags. So the first tag will be the thankful thoughts, which is the name of our project, and the second thing is the paragraph about our project. So this is the project paragraph, and customize it color to gray 300. I think 300 will look good, and the font will be, text will be bold. I think font will be bold, not the text. So let's give it a text of 3XL, and the semi bold is not working. I think we have to how we can bold our text. So font will be bold, I think. Yeah, that's it. And give the padding on y-axis will be 5, and after that we have to give the container of the tags of flags, and flags will be column, and justify will be center, and items will be start. And the image is coming from the image location will be thankful thoughts image, and just paste it here, and make the location accessible, and give it some class name to customize it, like padding on all the side it will be 5, and round it will be 2XL. And I think 2XL is not working, so round it is working. And if we give some space x of 5, it's looking good. And now we need a flex div below the paragraph, and it will contain some icons. So for icons we have to go to a website which is the hero icon website, and from here we can have the icon which we want. So in my case I will be looking for arrow. So this arrow will be redirecting towards our project. So just paste the svg here, and let's customize the class name accordingly and to make it more easy. And after that we need an image with the svg, and the image will be having a location of our github icon and git icon. So let's get the icon from here. Just press right press and copy the url and paste the url here. However, everything is not working and I can't display the I am not now we can see the image. So make it rounded full. In your case you can get the icon easily, so in my case I'm just doing the tutorial fast, so that's why I'm not doing the stuff more perfectly. So the padding on y-axis will be 10. It looks good, and just copy this section and paste it around 2 to 3 times as you have projects. And feel free to make these components reusable, or feel free to make everything reusable by putting some props. In my case I'm just creating for this tutorial for beginners who just want to create their portfolio. So change the details as the requirement and change the name of the images as you have. Like in my case the second image name will be the Platio, and the third image project name will be Ketro family photos, and the paragraph will be Ketro for family photos is photos and video generate. I think where am I getting this link, and just pass it here, and also get the image link for image name for this image. So family photos.png. I hope it will work, and let's see to our project. Then you can see that the second image is not displaying. It's just because I had think we have misspelled the tags and now we can see that our project is now almost complete. Now we have to create our footer section, and for footer section we will be having a div, and it will be having a class name of flex, and justify will be between, and items will be centralized, and it will contain a text which is the copyright 2023 Muhammad Ali. And after that what we need a padding on from all the side, and the padding from x-axis will be 32, and the second text will be different text which will be containing some images, I think. So for images we just copy the image which we already have and change their sizes accordingly to add in our footer. And after that we have to have a ring.png. It's just a line, and you can see the line is putting in our top, and it should be border, and the flags on y-axis and padding on y-axis will be cropping up inside a container which will be having a padding of 32. But you can see that our project is not responsive yet, so let's make our project responsive to finish out our project. So for first we have to customize the font sizes accordingly on the medium screen size and on the large screen size. So put MD before every style, because every style should be on medium screen size, but the style we need on small screen should be have written before the medium screen initialization. So hopefully you will be understanding the stuff, and try out the stuff by yourself by following this tutorial, and you will be understanding all of the stuff which I am doing. So put md before every stuff, because md will convert this class name on the medium screen size, and on small screen it will be different, like the grid calls 1 will be on medium small screen, and md grid calls 2 will be on medium screen. So customize the class name accordingly, and as I am doing, and it will save a lot of time, and you can see that how is it how much it is simple to create a portfolio website using React.js, Vite app, and Tailwind CSS. So this is the idea to do for those who just want to create a portfolio website. So let's get start their web development journey. And in my case, I don't get such a tutorial like this, and this is an idea for me, and so I have to create this for those who are curious to learn about making the layouts as industry level. So in industry the work is just same, but they just scale up these projects. So as I have practiced a lots of time building this project, I have put it all of my uh, knowledge in this tutorial. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with the friends who really want this tutorial to learn how to create a portfolio website in few minutes. So now let's customize the other section like about me section, and customize the class name accordingly, like the padding 32 will be on medium screen size, but on small screen here the padding will be 30 to 10. And after that you can see that everything is looking good, but the project section is not looking good. So let's customize the project section by changing the grid to md. Grid will be md, and grid will be md, and grid will be calls 1 on small size screen, and it will be 2 on large screen size. So padding will be also 10 on small screen, and on medium screen it will be 32. So let's put some space y and just copy it and paste it on both all of the divs, and you can see that how much it is simple to create a portfolio website few minutes. And you can also do that, and you can follow this tutorial by some so with some trick, like first of all you have to watch all the tutorial by in first time. Don't do coding along the tutorial. When you get some knowledge about this tutorial, after finishing our in first time, you have to start over again by while doing coding with your this tutorial. And in the last, when you do the coding along with me, then you have to stop the tutorial and close the tutorial and try to create the project by yourself while not watching the video. So where you will stuck, you just have to see that section, and after that you will be good to go. And you can see that we are just uploading our project. For that we have to delete the node modules, because it don't it make our project much more heavier, and we will be not able to upload the project on GitHub. Now we are able to upload our project on GitHub, and after the uploading of our project we will be also hosting our project. So in this tutorial we have learned a lots of things, like uh, creating a responsive portfolio website, and uploading the portfolio to GitHub, and also we have learned how to host our portfolio on a website which is the Vercel.com, which allow us to deploy our Vite projects. and it is a very faster deployment of server, and you can use it, and you can see that we have successfully deployed our project, and you can see the project from here, and you can see that our project is looking crazy, and it's just feel like a really high level uh, portfolio. And you can see that this is the last demo which we have in the end, and our project and our portfolio is stunning, and it is totally ideal for those who just get started building projects and just want to have a portfolio website to add their project in their portfolio. So yeah, hopefully you have watched till end, and thanks for watching this tutorial, and don't forget to give me the feedback so I can improve and I can know how much you have get the knowledge from this tutorial. So thank you for watching this tutorial. Feel free to subscribe, like and share, and we will meet in the next tutorial. So goodbye.